Good evening to you all, and thank you for joining us here on Rwanda Television News tonight. We do hope you had yourselves a productive Tuesday. Now here's a sneak peek of our edition. As part of expanding tourism and investment, Rwanda has signed a partnership agreement with Aston Villa FC, a club competing in the English Premier League. The National Bank of Rwanda has encouraged the public to take advantage of the newly expanded eCash digital payment system, saying it will make money transfers faster, more convenient, and more affordable. On the international scale, dozens of medical staff at an Ebola treatment center in Ituri province of the DRC have staged a strike, saying they have not been paid since the outbreak spread across northeastern Democratic Republic of the Congo in May. We are glad to have your company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali. My name is Martina Abera. Now, as part of the expanding tourism and investment, Rwanda has signed a partnership agreement with Aston Villa FC, a club competing in the English Premier League. The partnership is expected to boost Rwanda's tourism sector, attract more investment, and contribute to the development of football in the country. Adam Squizera with more.
On Tuesday, the Rwanda Development Board (RDB) announced the signing of a strategic partnership with Aston Villa FC under the Visit Rwanda campaign aimed at promoting Rwanda as a leading tourism destination. Whereas Visit Rwanda's branding will appear on the front of our men's, women's, and academy teams' shirts, as well as a number of other prominent spaces in an agreement that will be the most important sponsorship deal in the history of football club. Francesco Calvo, president of business operations, said the partnership presents significant opportunities for both parties. This is a very exciting partnership for Aston Villa Football Club and a symbol of the club's continuing expansion and growth into the international markets. There is a great range and depth of opportunities for collaboration, learning, and innovation, and we are looking forward to working with Visit Rwanda to deliver meaningful activations through tourism, investment, and sporting development. The Chief Executive Officer of Rwanda Convention Bureau, Janet Karemera, said the agreement reflects Rwanda's long-term vision of strengthening its tourism industry and increasing the country's global visibility. Apart from Aston Villa, Visit Rwanda also partners with other teams like PSG in France, Atletico Madrid, Spain, LA Rams in NFL, and LA Clippers in NBA. According to figures from Rwanda Development Board (RDB), the tourism sector generated more than $689 million in revenues in 2025 from $647 million in 2024. During 2025, Rwanda welcomed more than 1.4 million visitors. These achievements further demonstrate the positive impact of Visit Rwanda in promoting the country's tourism sector on the international stage. Adam Squizera, RwandaTV News.
The National Bank of Rwanda has encouraged the public to take advantage of the newly expanded eCash digital payment system, saying it will make money transfers faster, more convenient, and more affordable. Starting this Tuesday, the fee for any money transfer transaction of up to 10 million Rwandan francs will be capped at 20 Rwandan francs. We have more.
Consumers and traders across the country say the cost of sending money and making digital payments has long been a concern, with transaction fees often considered too high. Under the expanded eCash platform operated by the Rwanda Integrated Payments Processing System (RSwitch), all commercial banks have now been interconnected with mobile money services provided by MTN and Airtel, allowing customers to transfer money seamlessly across different financial institutions and mobile networks. The Director of Payments at the National Bank of Rwanda, Fabrice Tuyizere, says the new pricing structure is designed to make digital transactions more affordable for everyone. For person-to-person money transfers, a pricing agreement has been reached between RSwitch and financial institutions. Under this arrangement, customers will pay no more than 20 Rwandan francs per transaction, For merchant payments, however, customers will not be charged any transaction fee. It is completely free. These tariffs were agreed upon jointly by R-Switch and financial institutions with facilitation and advocacy from the National Bank of Rwanda. More than 10 commercial banks and mobile money service providers have already been integrated into the platform. The National Bank of Rwanda says the next phase of implementation will bring microfinance institutions and savings on credit cooperatives onto the system. In the second phase, we will integrate microfinance institutions and SACCOs onto the same platform, enabling customers to transfer money and make payments seamlessly across all participating financial institutions, rather than being limited to one or two providers. The eCash digital payment platform was first launched in 2022, initially connecting a limited number of financial institutions. According to its management, since its launch, the platform has processed more than 74 million transactions, with a total value exceeding 433 billion Rwandan francs, demonstrating the growing adoption of interoperable digital payments in Rwanda.
Entrepreneurs in Rwanda commend the African Guarantee and Economic Cooperation Fund for enabling easy access to loan guarantees that supported their business growth. This is said as the fund celebrates 50 years of impact in Rwanda and Africa. Prince Manzi has more.
Founded in 1977 in Rwanda, the African Guarantee and Economic Cooperation Fund is now fully operational in 22 African countries. Olivier Rushemeza owns Legend Cables Industry. He testifies that if it was not for the African Guarantee and Economic Cooperation Fund, his business idea would not be realized.
We have worked with FAGAS through the Development Bank of Rwanda, whereby FAGAS has given us additional support in form of guarantee to secure our financing. So this has helped us to go big scale, whereby we would not have gone as far as we have gone if we didn't manage to secure this bank guarantee. The estimation of the valuation of the property and the investment in the whole is about $5 to $6 million.
Today, the factory is operating successfully with a goal of exporting its locally manufactured cables to international markets. Rushemeza encourages Rwandan investors and entrepreneurs to seek information on such institutions, saying that they play a crucial role in helping businesses access financing and scale up their projects. Ngweto Kraina Nyambaye, the president of the African Guarantee and Economic Cooperation Fund, reiterates that the fund aims at having Africa as the center of growth for economic transformating projects. Because the fund was founded in Rwanda, it was by choice, not just by accident, to have the 50th anniversary celebrated here. We are grateful to the government of Rwanda for how it was easy for us to operate. Our vision is to make this fund an instrument for the growth of Africa. We should be a financial institution that is strong. The intermediate between financiers and implementers is the necessity to minimize the risks. This is our role. This starts by being a strong institution that accompanies African countries towards development. Over the next 5 years, the African Guarantee and Economic Cooperation Fund aims to expand its presence from 22 to 30 African countries. The institution also seeks to help SMEs across its member states grow into larger, more competitive businesses with the goal of increasing Africa's production capacity and boosting the continent's economic output.
The Ministry of Youth and Arts has urged young Rwandans to continue embracing innovation, entrepreneurship, and self-employment by making the most of the opportunities available to them. The call was made during an awards ceremony recognizing outstanding youth-led projects from across the country. We have more.
A total of 141 young people were recognized for developing some of the country's most promising projects under the Aguka Ideation Program, Cohort 4. Under the Youth Connect Awards and Arts Connect initiative. Among them, 100 young entrepreneurs received seed funding through the Aguka Ideation Program to help transform their business ideas into sustainable enterprises. Another 41 winners were honored in various categories under the Youth Connect Awards and Arts Connect, including women-led businesses, youth with disabilities, creative industries, and agribusiness. Award recipients say the financial support will enable them to expand their businesses, increase production, and create employment opportunities for others. As an author, one of my biggest challenges has always been raising enough money to print books in large quantities to meet market demand. This financial support will allow me to build sufficient stock so I can compete for bigger markets without facing production constraints. The outgoing ambassador of the European Union to Rwanda, Belen Calvo Uyara, said the European Union's partnership with Rwanda through the Aguka program has played a significant role in strengthening youth entrepreneurs by equipping them with the skills and resources needed to grow their businesses.
Since 2022, through this Aguka program, we've invested not only in business, but above all in people, in the future. We've invested in young women and men with ideas, with the ambition, with the determination to shape your own future. And as we learn, to shape the future also of the country. Today's awardees, you are the living proof that this investment is delivering tangible results, is finding solutions for challenges.
Minister of Youth and Arts, Dr. Jean-Nepo Abdallah Utumatwishima, encouraged the beneficiaries to use the grants responsibly by turning their businesses' ideas into successful enterprises that contribute to Rwanda's economic development. Our message to the young people receiving these grants is simple. Use this opportunity to establish and grow the businesses you committed to developing so that these funds deliver real impact. Our assessment shows that 7 out of every 10 young entrepreneurs who previously received similar support have sustained and expanded their businesses. Many who started alone have gone on to employ others. A young entrepreneur who receives $3,000 today, applies discipline, and implements their business plan effectively can build a strong and competitive enterprise within 1 or 2 years. These grants are not loans. They are an investment by the country in its young people. We encourage every beneficiary to value that trust and make the most of this opportunity. Each of the 100 winners under the Aguka Ideation Program received a grant of $3,000, equivalent to more than 4 million Rwandan francs, to support the growth of their businesses. Meanwhile, 41 other young innovators were recognized through the Youth Connect Awards and Arts Connect for outstanding achievements in categories including women-led enterprises, persons with disabilities, the creative arts, and agriculture. The ministry says the initiative is part of broader efforts to empower young people with the resources and skills needed to create jobs, drive innovation, and contribute to Rwanda's long-term socio-economic transformation.
Farmers who access government-subsidized fertilizer and other agricultural inputs through Rwanda's digital subsidy system are urging authorities to address persistent network connectivity challenges, saying the disruptions continue to delay access to essential farming services during critical planting periods. We have more.
In the Kabuye marshland in Rwanda sector, Gasabo district, farmers say unreliable mobile network coverage is making it difficult to obtain subsidized fertilizer through the Smart Nkunganire platform. They warn that delays in accessing the service often result in late fertilizer application, affecting crop productivity. Whenever the network is unavailable, we have no choice but to wait until it comes back. During that time, we are delayed in applying fertilizer to our crops. We ask the authorities to help ensure the network remains available so that this technology can work properly. That way, we won't miss out on fertilizer because of network failures. The issue has also drawn the attention of lawmakers. While appearing before Parliament's Public Accountant Committee (PAC), officials from the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources, the Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resources Development, and affiliated institutions were questioned over the recurring connectivity challenges affecting the digital subsidy program. Member of Parliament Alice Muzana asked whether agreements signed with telecommunications companies MTN Rwanda and Airtel Rwanda have improved service delivery, noting that farmers continue to experience lengthy delays when requesting fertilizer through the smart Nkunganire system. Less than a year ago, we met with RAB and Minagri, and I would like to know whether the agreements you signed with MTN and Airtel are helping. This issue has been raised many times by management, but I want to emphasize how serious it is. A farmer who comes to register on the smart Nkunganire system to request fertilizer can end up waiting 2 hours or even longer because they are told there is no connection. As you know, fertilizer can only be requested during a specific application period. The system is not open all the time. Fertilizer must be requested and applied within a certain time frame, and these delays have serious consequences for agricultural production. I would therefore like to know whether these agreements are helping or whether another solution should be sought, because this problem significantly affects farmers and their work. Responding to the concerns, Acting RAB Director General Dr. Florence Wamahoro acknowledged that the digital platform can occasionally experience technical disruptions. She said contingency measures have been put in place to ensure farmers continue accessing subsidized agricultural inputs whenever the system is unavailable. It is true that the digital system may occasionally experience unexpected technical problems that prevent farmers from accessing agricultural inputs on time. That is why our guidelines include a provision stating that if the system fails in a particular area due to unforeseen circumstances, a joint team comprising RAB, EPTC, and the district official authorizes agro-dealers to sell agricultural inputs using paper records. The information is then entered into the system once it is restored. This arrangement is intended to ensure that farmers can continue accessing agricultural inputs without unnecessary delays. Beyond network connectivity, members of the Public Accountants Committee also raised concerns about delays in processing farmers' requests submitted through the digital platform and the limited compatibility of the MOPA application, which currently operates only on Android devices. RAB says it will continue working with relevant institutions to improve the performance of the digital agricultural subsidy system and address the technology-related challenges affecting service delivery to farmers.
We've come to the end of tonight's English News Bulletin. On behalf of the news production team and the technical team, thank you for sticking with us here on RTV News. My name is Martina Abera, and until next time, stay safe and have a good night.